See, once I know what God say, I got to let what God say affect me. I got to let his word affect me. Don't just come to church. Let God's word affect you. Let God's word excite you. See, there are certain messages God give you. That word is meant to excite you, to get you up on your feet praising him, to get you to talking right, to get you to thinking right. Most of all, get your expectation high about him doing a particular thing in your life. But when God sends his good word and it don't excite you, it doesn't motivate you, then you didn't allow his word to do what he wanted his words to do. Are you feeling me? Now, when his words affect you, you start talking according to his word. And in Luke 13, in the close, is a perfect example of how a woman allowed God's word to affect her. Love this woman. This woman was in a hostile environment. And see, she probably been coming to that synagogue I don't know how long. And she probably knew the day was the Sabbath. And she probably knew they didn't want to see nobody healed or no miracles done. But in the midst of men like that, she allowed what God said to her to affect her. Do y'all see it? Look at verse 21. But when Jesus saw her, he called her to him and said, woman, remember she bowled over. Tell your neighbor, sometimes when you can't see Jesus, he see you. He see what you in. He see what you're going through. He saw this woman bowled over. He called the woman. He said, woman, you are loosed from your infirmity. Now she has to let the word affect her. Let the word change her. The Bible said when he laid his hands on her, straightway she straightened up. Tell your neighbor, she went from being crooked to being straight by letting the word affect her. Tell your neighbor, she went from being bound to being free, letting a word affect her. Knowing what God said. Woman, you are loosed from that infirmity. And she allowed the word to get in her. Is somebody hearing me tonight? See, if we would let the word affect us, if we would get more in our spirit what God said versus what some man said, and let it change us. She let the word change her. A spoken word changed her. Why? She allowed it to affect her. What did God say? He said, I'm loosed. See, Jesus knew it was in her bloodline to be healed. He said, Satan has done this. But he wanted the people to know this is a daughter of Abraham. This is Abraham's daughter. She got a right to healing. See, if we ever get up and say, I'm Abraham's son, I'm Abraham's daughter, I'm royalty, and mess around and start letting what God say affect us, people can throw insults at you and it won't damage your self-esteem. Folk can turn you down and wonder why you smiling. You did hear we said no. We said it ain't going to happen. You be sitting there just smiling. Why? Because their words did not even penetrate your heart. You so wrapped up in what God said. See, that's what I want tonight. I want somebody to get all wrapped up in what you know God said about you. He said you are more than a conqueror. So yes, you're going through trouble, but you're going to conquer the trouble. You're going to conquer the trouble because you know what God said. You know what God said.